Welcome to Daniel Bourne's channel. I'm your AI commentator, analyzing actual telemetry from Thursday's Le Mans Ultimate. And we are green. The beasts are unleashed. Daniel Bourne, qualified 13th in his magnificent Mustang, now battles 21 other ravenous machines. Oh, the sheer audacity! The pack surges. First corner, a crimson Ferrari devours the space. Bourne squeezed. They touch. My word, a Mercedes explodes behind them. Carnage. Bourne, a nimble phantom, threads the needle through the chaos. Just a few battle scars. The Mustang lives. Unbelievable. Bourne, again, wheel to wheel with that impudent red Ferrari. A robbery. Bourne gives back the place for off-track antics, letting a Lamborghini slip through. He roars on the radio. Modern racing is bland. His Mustang, the Codfather, thrums with dormant, fishy justice. More chaos! Resky's Ferrari kisses. Bourne, a master of avoidance, sails past the wreckage. Now, he's hunting Biagillo's Ferrari, that same crimson menace from earlier. There's a history here, a simmering feud. Bourne slips into P14. He's a tactical viper, weaving through the chaos. But the blandness gnaws at him. He craves drama, a splash of the unexpected, something to awaken these sleepwalking gladiators. The crowd is on edge, anticipating something. Bourne's Mustang, the Codfather, is a lone wolf among a pack of European thoroughbreds. The only Ford on this grid, a blue-collar brawler in a field of sophisticated, prissy machines. He's carrying the weight of an entire nation's racing soul, and it's making him unhinged. Binbink's Lamborghini and Tunstall's McLaren locked in a dance of death on the straight. Pure, unadulterated speed. Binbink snatches P15. What a move! You can hear the collective gasp from the grandstands. Meanwhile, Bourne is observing. He sees the traditional overtakes, the expected lines. He hates it. The itch for unconventional action, for flavor, grows unbearable. His internal monologue must be wild. Bourne, a hungry shark, now closes on the flamboyant pink Porsche of Esmond. The scent of battle is thick. Bourne, absolutely livid at the vanilla racing, decides Osman's Porsche needs a punch of flavor. The cod cannon is primed. Oh no! A catastrophic misfire. Bourne's first deliciously salted codfish missile flies wildly off target. It splatters on the asphalt, a glistening, fishy stain, far from Osman's pristine Porsche. The pit crew exchanges bewildered glances. Was that a fish? What in the name of all that is holy? The O Corral horn screams. Not a battle cry, but a wail of pure, unadulterated frustration from Bourne. The sound ripples across the track, baffling other drivers. What is that bizarre noise? The paddock is buzzing with whispers of strange happenings. The Codfather, a muscular beast, is wrestling this serpentine Portimao circuit. This track, a precision instrument, truly favors the smaller, more agile cars. Bourne is fighting not just his competitors, but the very physics of the circuit. Every corner is a monumental effort. He's manhandling that machine. Bourne, like a phoenix, rises to P13. Someone vanished from the grid back there, a victim of this insane race. Bourne, still boiling, unleashes a furious overtake. No fish, but the O Corralho horn blasts, startling everyone. His rage is palpable. Osman, in the pink Porsche, jerks his head around. He's sniffing the air, absolutely perplexed by a lingering, distinctly fishy aroma after Bourne's maniacal pass. You can see the confusion on his face. What is that smell? The air itself is thick with unspoken questions. This is getting bizarre. Osman's Porsche and Grandfault's Ferrari, a glorious tango of speed, side by side, battling for every single inch. Bourne, a predator in disguise, stalks Esmond now. He's clinging to the pink Porsche's rear, a shadow of impending chaos. The tension is electric. Osman, a persistent wasp, relentlessly stings Grandfault's Ferrari. He's relentless. Grandfault's Ferrari vanishes into the pits. Osman inherits P11. Bourne slides into P12. A gift from the Bourne darts his nose inside Osman, a glimmer of intent. He hesitates. Bourne pulls back, a strategic retreat from the pink Porsche. The timing wasn't right, the opportunity evaporated. You can almost feel his internal conflict, the battle between raw impulse and the shreds of racing discipline. He seethes, but waits. The crowd groans, wanting more. Tunstall's McLaren sniffs at Bourne's inside. The orange Predator is closing. Tunstall breathes down Bourne's neck, but holds back. A tactical pause, a silent threat. The tension is thick. Tunstall, a shadowy phantom, lurks behind Bourne, radiating pure, unadulterated menace. He's sizing up his prey. Tunstall, suspicious, notices a metallic glint atop Bourne's Mustang and a faintly fishy whiff. What unholy cargo does the Codfather bear? Bourne dismisses Tunstall. His eyes are fixed on Biagillo's Ferrari ahead. The earlier contact burns in his mind. He's methodically loading another cod into the cannon. This isn't just racing anymore. This is a vendetta. A fishy, personal vendetta. Osman, in the pink Porsche, is now pressuring Biagillo's Ferrari. The gap is shrinking. The pressure cooker is building to a frenzy. This is a three-way dance for position, with Bourne just behind them, a coiled spring. Tunstall hunts Bourne as Osman slips past Biagillo. The positions shift like sand. Bourne audaciously makes it 3 wide. Biagillo, Esmond, and the Codfather are shoulder to shoulder. My heart. Bourne's compromised. A ghost BMW sits dead. Bourne and Tunstall, mirroring each other, are now door to door. A breathtaking display of bravery and recklessness. Tunstall surges. He swallows Bourne whole. An exquisite overtake. Now Bowden's BMW, a blue bullet, looms in Bourne's mirrors. The pressure is unrelenting. Bowden plunges to the inside. A bold move. He shoves Bourne wide. A brutal assertion of track position. Utterly ruthless. Bourne concedes the place to Bowden. He's been muscled off the track, his elegant lines shattered by Bowden's sheer aggression. Bourne will be fuming at that. This kind of blunt force trauma to his racing philosophy will not go unpunished. Bourne slides back to P12. The chaos is relentless. He's surrounded by drivers who play by different rules, rules that lack his particular brand of flair. The cod cannon must be itching for action now. Bowden stumbles. He runs wide. An opening. Bourne pounces. He sniffs at the inside. A glimmer of hope. But Bowden, a brick wall, slams the door shut. Bourne's fleeting chance vanishes. The sheer obstinacy of these drivers to traditional racing rules drives Bourne to the brink. You can almost hear his teeth grinding through the radio. This is not how his drama unfolds. Further back, Dufresne's Porsche and Radzimowski's Ferrari wage a fierce war for P13. The battle rages everywhere. Bourne, enraged by Bowden's push, snaps. The cannon fires. A slimy missile of codfish streaks towards the BMW. Oh my God! Bowden lurches violently. A salted codfish has slammed into his windshield. It's obscuring his vision. He's practically blind. Bourne's O Corral-hoo! Horn bellows a triumphant, unhinged fanfare. The crowd is stunned. I've never seen anything like this. Race control is exploding. Reports of marine debris and unusual horn sounds are flooding in. An official investigation looms for Bourne. Bourne, now an island, struggles. He's in no man's land, a chasm separating him from the pack ahead. In no man's land, Bourne savors vindication, yet panic gnaws. An impact made, but at what ruinous cost to his future? His crew chief is screaming on the radio. Daniel, what was that? We're getting calls about fish. Bourne's reply, a maniacal cackle, pierces the air, just adding flavor, boss. The pit wall is in utter disbelief. This is unprecedented. Bowden and Tunstall, two magnificent rivals, wheel to wheel down the main straight, a symphony of engines. Biagillo spins, Bowden leapfrogs, Tunstall, more mayhem on. Tunstall strikes back. He reclaims the position from Bowden. These two are dogged. The fight for every inch is brutal, a savage display of raw, unyielding power. Born, a survivor, still claws his way forward. He's P11. The Codfather refuses to be... A wicked grin spreads across Bourne's face. He knows his seasoning incident has shaken the entire pack. His unhinged, unconventional methods, while controversial, are undeniably creating opportunities. The race now has the flavor he so desperately craved. Now Radzimowski, in a ferocious Ferrari, is breathing fire down Bourne's exhaust pipe. This is a classic battle of raw Italian power versus Bourne's unorthodox American muscle. Radzimowski sees a target, a chance to cleanse the grid of any fishy distractions. The Ferrari is relentless. Radzimowski is coiling like a serpent, preparing to strike. That main straight is his hunting ground, a perfect opportunity to devour Bourne. The Ferrari will be a blur of red, determined to punish any flavor Bourne might still be carrying. This will be explosive. Radzimowski slips into Bourne's draft. Bourne maintains a respectable lead, but the Ferrari is a shadowy threat, lurking, waiting. And again, Bowden and Tunstall are reigniting their incandescent rivalry. These two are glued together, a perpetual motion machine of aggression. The sheer will they exhibit is astonishing. Bowden, a rampaging bull, has an unstoppable run on Tunstall. He's gaining tremendously. This is sublime racing. Bowden muscles his way through on the inside. He makes it stick. Can Tunstall, that relentless warrior, find a way to counterpunch? The tension is almost unbearable. My word! A four-way brawl for P9. Bourne, Radzimowski, Tunstall, and Bowden. This is a clash of... As the chaos peaks, Bourne grins. He's loading another cod for Tunstall. The McLaren is his next target for a flavor injection. He does it again! As Bourne surges past Tunstall, a perfectly aimed codfish explodes onto the McLaren's windshield. Salty, fishy goo blinds Tunstall completely. His car wobbles. The paddock is in an absolute uproar. Stewards are flailing their arms. This is unprecedented, unfathomable. Oh, Corralho! Bourne's horn bellows, a mocking triumph as he leaves a pungent fish set. Main straight! Bourne has an incredible run on the stunned Tunstall. He's doing it! Bourne, the maestro of madness, is sweeping past Tunstall. The crowd is on its feet, bellowing. What a spectacle! Bourne seals the deal. He makes the overtake stick. Tunstall is left reeling from the fishy assault, his vision compromised, his pride shattered. This is pure theater. But Tunstall is a maniac. He's not giving up. He's glued to Bourne's rear. Despite the salty blindness, the fishy indignity, his fury is palpable. He's driving on pure instinct and a thirst for revenge. This rivalry is exploding. Bourne's wild, losing the rear. Tunstall miraculously avoids impact. Oh no! Bourne's race is over. He's stalled. A magnificent fish-scented obstacle in the middle of the track. Heartbreaking! Wait! He's moving! Bourne gets the Codfather refired, but the damage is done! He's plummeted down the order, losing precious positions like a deflating balloon. The bitterness will be searing. His grand plan, his flavor, now tastes of ash. Bourne, a broken dream, is now languishing in P15. The mighty have fallen! The drama never ends! Bourne's spin, faulty cod cannon recoil, damaging suspension. He suspects sabotage. Rivals tired of his flavor are now exacting revenge. He glares into his rearview mirror, eyes burning with a maniacal conviction. Tunstall or Bowden, they must be behind this. His car's instability, the spin, it's all part of their grand conspiracy. Vengeance, salty and unhinged, now simmers deep within the Codfather's belly. Unbelievable! Castello's off! Bourne swerves wildly into the grass. He's a scrambling crab avoiding disaster. Pure chaos. Castello, a bruised warrior, rejoins beside Bourne. Side by side on the straight, they're battling for redemption. This is unreal! Bourne, despite his battered Mustang, has Costello covered. He inches up to P14, but Costello in the BMW is a raging bull, refusing to yield an inch. His car is bucking like a wild horse. The sheer willpower on display is staggering. Bourne feels the pressure. Costello lunges inside Bourne, a bold, desperate move. Bourne squeezes, but Costello bulldozes through. An astonishing overtake. Costello, sloppy on the exit, wobbles wildly. He forces Bourne to yield. This is reckless, dangerous driving, unacceptable. Bourne, a phantom of fury, now stalks Costello on the outside. He's eyeing that sliver of track like a starved wolf. The scent of an opening is intoxicating. He will not be denied. Bourne is breathing fire down Costello's neck. He's a shadow of menace, refusing to be shaken off. The Mustang's engine roars a challenge. Bourne, like an inexorable tide, is slowly, relentlessly closing that gap. Costello can feel his presence, a chilling force in his mirrors. This isn't just a race, it's a psychological battlefield. The air is thick with anticipation. Costello miraculously finds another gear. He's pulling away from Bourne. The gap widens like a chasm, crushing Bourne's hopes. The crowd sighs in disappointment. Bourne will be seething at this sudden, unjust escape. Costello chokes on the hairpin. A horrible fumble. Bourne pounces, closing the gap like a hungry beast. Bourne, seeing Costello's error, reloads. One final cod for the cannon, aiming carefully, despite the car's damage and his raging Oh, the irony! The cod cannon misfires. The fish explodes onto Bourne's own windshield. He's blinded by his own weapon. Oh, Carallo! He screams, frantically wiping the messy goo, driving on pure instinct. The pit wall is laughing. Bourne, now a fish-smeared blur, is right in the draft. Just one agonizing corner left. The tension is unbearable. This is for glory. They're charging through the last corner, a desperate lunge for victory. Who will emerge from this chaos? Costello clings to P14. Bourne, the fish-wielding rebel, finishes P15. The drama, the chaos, the sheer audacity ends here. What a conclusion! Bourne is seething. He rips off his helmet, his face a mask of fury and fish gunk. The loss, the botched cod cannon shot, the suspected sabotage, it's all too much. He glares at the paddock as if accusing the entire world of